Hey, this is Dr. Rick Cohen, and I'm excited to share with you about our PureClean membership club. It's a wonderful opportunity, especially in today's time, and there really is quite nothing like it. I wanted to introduce myself first to you. We're going to run through some slides, then I'm going to give you some real-world examples of pricing and information and how we're going to be able to support you in a quite unique and powerful way. So I'm going to sign out and go to a screen share with you now. Okay, so this is the PureClean Performance Club, and in our most simple elevator speech, the goal is to make your life better, being healthy and fit easier, all the while saving you hundreds of dollars. And we'll have unbiased recommendations, trusted member reviews, expert support, and discounts on everything you need to meet your health and performance goals. So let's dig into this now. The number one thing, to get this club going is to save you money, and that is my goal. As a physician and brand owner, I've been able to have access to products and labs and services for many years, and I want to do the same for you. So that's our first mission with the club. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to go right to the founding membership benefits. I don't want to, like I said, this isn't a sales, it's an opportunity. So I want to explain to you the numbers and how, when you go through this, it's really a no-brainer because there's so much to be gained from this. So let's take a look. So as a founding member, your yearly cost is going to be $276 a year instead of the normal $396. You're going to get an additional 3 extra months, plus you're going to get lifetime pricing. So for the first year or first enrollment in your membership, you're only paying $18.50 a month. I did want to point out that we are not doing this as a monthly. It's a 4 payments of $69, but your average effective price is just $18.50 a month. So let's see what you're going to get for that. If you happen to order one, so one of the benefits is 33% off PureClean Performance products. So if you happen to order one of our products a month, for example, a Fundaminos, you're going to save $16 and effectively pay for your membership. If you order some PureClean Performance as well, or PureClean powder in and of itself, or a combination of both, you're already saving money. That's it, right? If you just order our products, you're going to save money. Let's go to the next. Now, we did a survey, and we found that of 100 people, they average spend is $125 a month on nutritional supplements for them and their family. We're going to have access to a personalized portal and drop shipping and even bulk co-op sharing of products, which will save you anywhere from 30 to 40%. Now that's an average of up to $50 a month on nutritional supplements. So what do we have? We have easily 20 on PureClean Performance, 50 on nutritional supplements. And then Thrive Market. If you purchase anything online, food, natural foods, or anything healthy for your body, Thrive Market is an excellent platform. As a member, you're going to receive the membership free, which is a $60 yearly membership through Thrive. Plus, they're going to give you an additional $20. And yes, there shouldn't be an E at the end of bonus. Plus, the additional benefits you're going to get in Thrive is 30% of what you purchase. And they have a price guarantee, which is really cool. So we found people spend an average of $150 a month, which is probably way low if you really started using this platform more. So right off the bat, you'd save $80, and then $45, $50, even $100 a month or more purchasing on Thrive as opposed to Amazon or close to VitaCost. But I like Thrive Market as a primary source, and we are moving our family to purchase more from Thrive as we go along with really digging into what they offer. So those three, right? Between, if that is all you did, PureClean Performance, nutritional supplements, and Thrive Market, you're going to save. But there's so much more, right? We'll have discounts on sports nutrition. We're going to offer any lab assessment that you could get, physician or lower pricing. There's going to be coaching discounts, detoxification testing and programs proven, a variety of different platforms, camps, events, training, some cool fun stuff, and then discounts on devices and gear. So we're just going to count that as all the other bonus stuff, but certainly you're going to save a lot from that, and we'll go over that later. Specific founding membership benefits that you're going to receive are referrals. One of my goals is to grow this program quickly and grow it through word of mouth as opposed to doing Facebook and Google marketing, because it's our members who know me who can start sharing with family who will help them save and simplify their lives. So normal referrals are going to be $100 for every new member you refer. As a founding member, you'll get an additional $50 for the first person you send and joins up in the first 60 days. So in effect, refer 2 people in a year, $250. That more than pays for your membership plus the other benefits. In addition, as a founding member, we're going to do double entry into the member contest, which has a variety of prizes. This will launch somewhere in June and July with our formal launch, but 6 months of endurance coaching with Train Right, online access to Mind Valley, Leanness Lifestyle coaching program, coaching calls, lab testing, and so forth. So lots of cool stuff to provide to you. And neat stuff is this is everything that's part of the program. So we're offering you the benefits that you would normally be getting. So most important is saving you money. Now, the cool stuff for me is how can I help you as a physician with 25 years of clinical experience in functional medicine, 20 years in formulation and working with endurance and people who are interested in longevity. So that's where we're going to simplify your life, and that's almost priceless for what we can help you out with. So let's take a look at that. We're going to take advantage of the power of the club. And power of a club is going to provide us lots of benefits. Unbiased reviews. So we're going to have products and protocols that there's no financial incentive in other than finding out the truth and providing something that's practical and useful. We'll have a supplement sleuth area where I can provide you with guidance, or one of our team members will provide you with guidance in finding a best product for your need, and or uncovering maybe something that is not worth the money. We'll have the ability of community on a Facebook or other forum. We'll be able to share ideas and recommendations and reviews. We're going to tailor the club to your needs, while I have certain goals where I'd like to share with you if there are certain products, protocols, coaching, education that we find people want. We can address those because the club is yours. Just the guide. Also, we'll be educating. Our goal is to grow so we can improve it, offer tiered memberships, and ultimately disrupt the way health information and nutritional products are sold. No more marketing hype, no more funnels, no more 8 times the markups to make everyone a profit. It's all about providing you value and useful, practical information that's going to make a difference in your life and performance. So let's take a look at each one of these, and I'm going to give you examples of how this will work. So sort of the key is nutritional supplements. When I say any brand, it would be any brand we can have access to as a wholesaler and or as a physician. And we'll be providing access to these in 4 different ways. One, our product, PureClean Performance, through the back end as a member. The second will be a portal through Wellevate and FullScript, and I'll show you how those work afterwards. The next one will be drop shipping. So if you have a larger order on Wellevate and or a large order for a particular brand, we can reach out and place that order for you for an additional, most of the time, 10% discount, as opposed to what you get in the portal. So typically about 30% off of the portal and 40% drop ship, and the portal prices are going to be way lower than you're going to pay on Amazon for almost all products. The next way will be to share. If there's a number of people who want access to a product, we can we can almost do a co-op where we can reach out and purchase 48 or 60 units for a group of people, and then ship those to you directly and get better pricing through larger quantity. And then lastly, we can use that same product or an additional products that if people really want on a regular basis, we'll go ahead and buy a larger quantity and stock those in our club. And that would be only a select products, but if we can get something and really negotiate some significant pricing and move those products, I'm happy to do that. So any product, any product you get, we can get you cheaper. Crowd share. So that's the second huge benefit that I see from this is honest member reviews, honest member recommendations, support forum, weekly live calls, and the supplement sleuth where we're going to help guide you and make sure you don't fall into the marketing trap of products that look really, really good with slick imaging and really aren't what you're paying for them. And I'll show you some examples of that as well. So really excited about the potential with crowd sharing and how that can work. Thirdly is lab assessments, and I'll say it just as supplements, any lab assessment, anything that you pay out of pocket, we're going to be able to get you at physician pricing or even lower if we're finding we can do a number of tests at a significant quantity. I've already spoken to laboratories at certain quantity levels where we can knock off 20 to 25% even off of the physician pricing, and I'll give you an example of that too. So whether it's just serum chemistry that you need to do routine follow-up that's out of pocket and doesn't meet your deductible, or you're interested in specialty testing to track your health or you're concerned about immunity, or there's a specialty test that isn't covered through your insurance by your health coach or practitioner, we'll get that for you. And the other benefit, what we're going to provide is there are many, many assessments out there, but based on my experience and personal knowledge and physician training, there are a couple areas that are critical, plus a wider range of tests that everyone should be looking at a regular basis. And the first one would be a serum chemistry, but a true comprehensive serum chemistry with artificial intelligence functional analysis, and I'll show you that. Doing a toxicity panel is critical in today's world, and I'll show you why that's important, especially toxicity affecting immunity. Epigenetic assessments, or understanding how you are different than me, and I'm different than my wife, who's different than even my son. So gastrointestinal microbiome, certain key immune panels, which will help us and you determine if you're at risk, and also assess your aging, as well as certain particular biological aging markers. None of these are regularly performed, and we'll be able to do these in a really cool way and have the data uploaded to a platform so you can track that information. Within these platforms, as we grow, there are 6 that I've, at least for now, picked out, and these involve a cellular detox program, True Cellular Detox, that I'll show you that, and we'll be able to get this program for you at almost 1/3 off normal pricing. This Optimal DX is going to be our functional blood system analysis. Mind Valley Training, the largest online performance, health, and life training. 1 million people, a couple hundred experts from around the world, going to do some really cool things, partnering up with them. PH360 is a company out of Australia that does epigenetic individualization. I'll show you more on that. Heads Up Health is a platform for all your metrics and biohacking and data, sleep metrics, heart rate variability, fitness, etc. Lab work. And cortical metrics measures functional recovery, reaction time, and brain health. And there's a cool way to use this as well. So these are things that'll add much more depth to understanding where your health is. That's not all, right? We're going to partner with some really cool brands, like I said, Mind Valley, but I have a agreement with Sunlighten So we personally have their infrared spa. I really enjoy it. Mark Pro recovery device for um, recovery performance and health of your musculoskeletal system is a great device we've used forever. So we've put that together, and we'll be offering a whole variety of these as we grow. Sunlight and Sauna, Mark Pro, Brain Gauge system, some organic coffee, partnering with Carmichael Training. Base Camp is an indoor 14 to 16 week coached training session for winter cyclists. Performance Prescription is another coaching network primarily for women, but also offers detoxification support and epigenetic support. And then a fun one is Eat Sleep Cycle is a European cycling company out of Girona. And there's more. So, but this is the sort of the fun added icing to the program. But any one of these, take advantage, will pay for the program in and of itself. That is the end of the slides, and I'm going to, there's nothing like the PureClean Performance Club. I really hope you join us because I want to be able to get feedback and have founding members share this information with their friends and family. The founding membership offer closes on April 25th or until 150 people sign up. So I hope that you're going to join us. Reach out to me at Rick at PureClean Performance, and we'll also be sending emails out to anyone who is on our list. So I want to go to the second part of this presentation and sort of show you what the power of this club is going to be with regard to cost savings, education, and guidance, and give you just a sense of some of the platforms that we're going to be using. So one of the things we talk about is information overload and how this information is different for each person. So Mark Sasson, Mark's Daily Apple, sort of a fundamental change in health and nutrition education, started the whole primal movement, and wrote this great article on when is the best time to eat carbs, and just evaluating it from all different levels. It's a good read. You're going to have to really take time to read in it and do the research and figure out what's best for you. And at the end of it, it doesn't, while Marx takes the approach from a variety of different sides, what's missing here is we're all different, and what may work for you doesn't work for someone else. And without the understanding of your personal epigenetics or a way of tracking this data, we're just reading an article and it's just a shot in the dark. And that's the problem with most health information. We have to talk to the public as a whole, as opposed to you as an individual. While this information is good, like he says here, okay, everyone should eliminate grains and sugars, yes, and oils. There's some true things here, which is what he defaults to at the end of the article. But how do you decide if you should eat carbs in the morning, at night? And that's going to depend on who you are, what your personal needs are, what your personal goals are, and what your own biochemistry and physiology is. And we're going to help you, cut through this and not waste your time reading through these articles unless it's truly fascinating to you. The second area, which is an issue, is that we have one was the information potentially overload. The second is good information, but that information is really set up as a way to sell something, or a combination of both. This is Keon Ben Greenfield, provides also some really good articles. A number of them are very extensive and require a lot of reading. And this one's on the immune system and the gut, building a strong immune system in a variety of different ways, vitamin D, mushrooms, colostrum. Yeah, I don't know if I put that one in personally as a major one. It's certainly helpful, but in this case, colostrum leads to a sale. So how do we really understand and make that decision? And also had one for same thing on another one with echinacea and elderberry, and there was a sale for that as well. So it's another issue of information that leads to marketing. Not to say that isn't good information, but you just don't know. Now here's an example of a recommendation from a practitioner, and I don't have the original page, but this is a link off of Dr. Ben Lynch's site, who's another sort of health educator. And when you click off of that link for Vital Choice products, you go to their page. And as you can see here, affiliate, so he's making this recommendation and he's receiving anywhere from 10 to 20% back from his recommendation. Now, is Vital Choice not a good company? No, they're very good. It's expensive, and I hope that when we do this, we're going to sort of look through giving you the best opportunities. And if there is an affiliate opportunity, we're either going to provide a coupon where you're going to save immediately, or you're going to get that money as an affiliate. You're going to get our affiliate money added back to you as products in your cart to purchase labs or services from the club. So there is no bias. There's no back end money to be made here. So let's take a look at this now. Another issue is products that are marketed and sold at higher rates to their loyal readers. So it's like, okay, this is Elizabeth Wentz, who's an expert in thyroid health, and she has a company on Rootcology called Rootcology. She promotes two products, a number of them, but I'm going to show you two. One is this AI paleo protein, which is actually quite a good protein. It's made of Hydra beef, so it's a high quality beef concentrate, which not only contains amino acids, but peptides, so giving you more of the nutrition than just a straight protein powder. It works really nicely in a blender drink. It's something that we use every day. She's selling it for 80 bucks. Now I want to show you something. So Designs for Health, this is all this product is a private label of this product called Pure Paleo. And Pure Paleo and Designs for Health, which is a platform that we use, or another platform you'll see Wellevate, where you can get the same product. That same product that she sells for 80 bucks, $33.23. Now you'd get it for a little bit more, but $80 to $33, that is her markup, because you're reading her newsletters. And you want to support her $47, go for it. But you'll be able to save $40 off of this product, which is an awesome product. Now, same thing here. She also has a pea protein. Looks like I've deleted, but so this is the same thing. Designs for Health pea protein, $28. She's selling for $59. More than double. That's crazy, right? That is not right. And that's where I'm going to help you sort of avoid wasting your money. Now, here's another case of marketing hype or marketing education and taking advantage. This is Steve Young, who's another health professional online marketer, and he's taking control of your immunity, and he's sort of sharing about a particular test here that's going to give you your average of nutrients, immune capacities, et cetera, et cetera. And they're making up numbers here. I don't know how he's getting this value. It's just someone's just completely making them up. And here's the price of this test. $460 if you have insurance, $640 out of pocket. Now, that's crazy, and I'll tell you why that's crazy. It's clear as soon as I saw this what the test was, just having experience for a bunch of years on what's out there. That test is from SpectraCell Laboratories. It's called the Micronutrient Test Panel. Been doing this for years. It's a quite unique test. It measures functional capacity of cells for vitamins, minerals, amino acids, this immunodex, antioxidants, metabolites, and so forth. Great test. It's one of the few that I would, definitely recommend people considering at some point to check. Now, I want to go back and show you this. $640. $640. SpectraCell pricing. Okay, this is my physician pricing. Micronutrient panel, $190. $640 for $190 test that has a very self-clear report. So he's making $450 off of that. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. And if I did more of these, I can probably cut that price down even further, and all those savings get passed on to you. So here's another example. Wellness FX is a platform, and they offer serum chemistry tests. They've negotiated with LabCorp and/or Quest, I'm not sure, and they've put together a variety of different panels of just straight serum chemistry. And they're offering a nice readout and coaching or physician evaluations at actually a pretty expensive price. Now, their e-checkup here, so here's their different panels, and they make it really difficult to read. They make them seem like, oh, there's just a lot of stuff in there. Well, this here, blood health, is a CBC, okay? All these measures, basophil, eosinophils, hematocrit, MCH, it's just a CBC, $4, okay? This TSH is $4, vitamins and minerals, that's it. So I think their initial panel, glucose, CMP, this $78 is costing them $12, and so they build out and they're charging $78. Now clearly they have a marketing, that's where they're profiting, so they're going to have margins to run a business. But $12 would be the cost of this lab we could create for you. Baseline testing, their premium is $925, and I want to show you this. So their premium, it should be $330. So $350 would be a comprehensive test that would compare to their $940. Now this is all these markers, everything here included. 350 versus 940. In fact, this is more powerful, and it's even more powerful when I'll show you the functional analysis that comes with it. So they market a lot. They have a fancy platform, but clearly not even coming close to the value that you'll get, and way overpaying for this information and what we can achieve. Okay, so now I want to show you other issues. Now, key aminos, we can pick on Ben Greenfield, but he's a leader in health education, and because of that, he can do the same thing that Isabel Wentz does and charge more for a product. That's not right, right? I mean, if someone is a follower of yours, you want to give them benefits. So their key aminos, which is a private, he doesn't even manufacture this. This is a private label of another amino acid product, which is also sold on Amazon, called Perfect Aminos. They sell 30 servings of this amino acid product, which is plant-based. It's okay tasting, and it has nothing else in it other than amino acids, for $44.95. 30 servings of 5 grams, so 150 grams is $44.95. And I'm just going to use our product, for example, Fund Aminos. Same plant-based amino acids, same amino acid formula. We have additional botanical additives, better tasting, has some herbs in there. And look, 60 servings, 390 grams for $44.95. So you're paying twice. You're getting half as much for the same amount of money, or you're paying twice for key aminos for a less effective product. You shouldn't have to do that. You should know what you need to do, and we can help you. Anytime you have a question, we will help guide you. If we can't tell you where to get it, we will find it for you. Right? So let me go through this again. Here's another example. Human N has a super beet soft chew, and Human N is a big supplier of beet juice powder. And I want to show you this. Their soft chew contains, you see it, 500 milligrams of beetroot powder, which is, in a scoop of PureClean powder is 1/20th of what you're going to get, and a tiny bit of grapeseed extract. That's it. The majority of these chews are tapioca, sugar, rice bran, and some sunflower oil. It's a candy. It's a beet flavored candy, and they're selling this for $39.95. And it's probably cost them $4 to make, as opposed to Beetums, which have, I think we even did We did a comparison here. 3 grams of beets, which are triple the nitrates, no sugar, chocolate, individually wrapped, as opposed to just sticky chews, mango extract, not even close, for the same price. Nothing versus something of very much benefit to you. They do a lot of marketing, so they're selling a bunch, and people just are not aware. It's just not something that you have time to do. Another example is their Beet Elite, and they sell 20 servings of, let's see, 20 servings, 10 grams a serving, so 200 grams of their beet juice powder for $39. Their beet juice powder, I know what their nitrate content is, which is the important component for nitric oxide. And actually, it's not even 200 grams of beet juice because they have sugars and some other additives. We're going to call it 180 grams of beet juice powder. Maybe it's even a little bit less. So they're selling 180 grams for 40 bucks. PureClean Performance, 300 grams for $39, and it's more potent. Again, they spent a ton of money on advertising. Ours is unsweetened, they have sweeteners and so forth. So clearly this is a better deal, but clearly UMNN spends a lot on marketing. And here's another example of deception. And this is Micro Ingredients. It's a beet juice powder on Amazon. It's one of the leading sellers on Amazon, and it's basically junk. It's from India. I had purchased this when I first saw it came out. I was really curious, and it was super pink. And I spoke to a manufacturer of ours, and they said what they do in India is they take the beet juice powder and they pull out the betalains, which are the dark red colors, and they sell that separately. And what's left over, they sell for a few dollars a kilogram, as opposed to the high quality premium, which sells for up to $30 a kilogram. So they're able to sell this product. Initially, it was even under $20, and it probably cost them $4 or $3 for this bag. So they're making a lot because they're selling a product of low value. Now, it has great reviews, right? So this is the problem with reviews. Let's take a look at these reviews. This is the best ever. My second time purchasing has lowered my pressure by 9 points. Also helps with chronic pain due to circulation factors. Really? Right, let's do another one. I bought this product because I read that beetroot product helps nitric oxide production for workouts. This micro ingredient product is legit. Go through it. It's ridiculous. And say, well, am I being too tough on them? No. There's actually a site called Fake Spot, and they actually use an algorithm that analyzes each product for true reviews, and they get an F. So this company on Amazon has figured out a way to get around some of the Amazon scrutiny and post fake reviews, even though they say they're verified. So can't trust the reviews. Let's go through a couple more here, just some different variations. I caught this product on a Google feed. It's awesome. Right? I was like super impressed. I saw this jar, and it was overflowing the glass jar, and it looked really good. I think it was a hotter day, and they had good reviews, and their imaging was super and plant-based, and it's an awesome website. I love it. So you can just see it just sells itself, and it's super nutritious and outdoorsy. And then you go to their ingredients page, and it's the same thing. You go through this, and 70 plant-based foods, and look at all these pictures of everything's in there. It's like, wow, I gotta have this, right? I'm gonna show you something here. This is just experience, and now can't close this. Not sure why. Let's see. Nope. All right. Well, we're going to get around this. So we're going to take a look at the supplement facts. So first of all, there's 15 servings per container. And I just want to point out that this sells for $59. So it's $4 per serving. So what are you getting for this? Well, it takes a little bit of experience, but I want to show you. That's 62 grams. First thing is plant-based protein, 27 grams. The majority of this is yellow pea protein. not organic like everything else. That says to me, knowing the manufacturing world, that 95% of their protein is the yellow pea because it's significantly less than the organic. So they decided to do some window dressing here, put these other ingredients which don't taste as good, but it gives it more marketing value, and primarily yellow pea protein. Not a bad protein, but not organic, and just gets missed. Next one is omega EF3 blend. Oh, lots of omega EFF. Well, no, no. Look. Let's see the first ingredient. So in labels, it's the first ingredient to the last in quantity. It's pure whole grain oats. So basically, this is oat powder, and it's a little bit misleading. And you can sort of tell when you add up the carbohydrates. There's about 8 grams of oats in here. And I know that based on looking at the fiber and the other ingredients. I won't get into that, but about 8 grams of oats. So right now we have pea protein and oatmeal. And then we look at their antioxidant superfruit blend. No, no, this is sugar. This is organic coconut syrup, 6 grams. And we know it's the sugar. We're going to give them a little bit of benefit from some of the other, maybe a little bit from the oats. Total sugar 7. So that tells me about 6 of these are from the coconut flour, and all these other fancy ingredients, 100 milligrams. So like high berry, all the pictures they had there. And then their super greens, 500 milligrams. So basically, so far, what do we have? We have yellow pea protein, oatmeal, coconut syrup, and chocolate, coconut milk, and some fiber and flavors. So basically, they're selling you chocolate milk, chocolate protein milk, sprinkled with some mushrooms and adaptogens. And that, I'll tell you, just approximating, probably cost them $7, $8 to make, maybe even less. That's being sold for $59. Now they have to do that because this is all back-end affiliate marketing. And that's a whole nother topic of conversation of how they share lists and names and affiliate percentages, and it's just how these guys make money. I have a good friend who makes a lot of money as an affiliate marketer, and he sits behind his desk like a day trader, and it's just not cool. More power to them, because they're able to create shiny, sparkly ads that are well written, and they're making a lot more a lot more income than I do, but I just can't do that with integrity. So Ka'Chava, awesome looking product, not unhealthy, but certainly not worth its value. Okay, so going on to the next topic. Okay, so what I wanted to show you also is the value of membership. Now, this Uller sleep system is really cool. Something that I have, my wife and I have in our bed. It uses an app here to adjust the temperature through a sleep schedule through the night, which helps you sleep deeper. It turns out that temperature affects your sleep cycle even more than light. So by having a temperature drop in the middle of the night and then pick up, it creates this more natural circadian rhythm. Great idea. When it works, it's an awesome product, but we've had issues with the app not syncing. We've had 2 units go down, and to make things worse, their service is super, super slow. It takes a couple weeks either time, 2 to 3 weeks, to get things replaced. So expensive, something that I could get an affiliate and provide some discounts to you, but I just don't feel good about it yet until they get their systems and their customer service up to a level where I could get behind it. Maybe this is something for me that's been unusual, but I can't tell. I can't tell, because even if I go to reviews, all these reviews here are paid for links, true reviews, real reviews, and all these sites are built. Why are they doing that? Because every time you click them and go to their sites, they're making money. So they're not going to put up a product that they don't like to have you click to go to the site. So you can't trust those. You really can't trust the ratings, because these can be skewed. You have the ability to skew ratings, so those aren't real. So the only way we can truly trust things is member trusted reviews. So that's what I'm going for. Okay, so you can see the power of what we can provide you with guidance on costs and services. I wanted to spend a little more time of that. And just for this last bit here, I want to go over just give you example of portal. So this is full script. And when I say almost any brand, you can see you're going to be able to have an account on FullScript and access all these different brands here, which are going to be 30% off just if you buy them through the portal, and 40% if we do some drop shipping. And most of these are significantly lower than Amazon. And other than the big brands like Garden of Life and a few other ones that really undercut their prices on Amazon. But I'll say, if you love Garden of Life and you wanted to order a larger order because you're using it regularly, we could reach out to them or do a co-op share and get pricing that's even better than on these sites. So up to 40 to 45% sometimes. So the other formulary is Wellevate, and Wellevate's pretty cool too. They actually have a broader selection, and you'll have your own site and you'll be able to search all the different brands through them. You can see you can put in what you want. Vitamin C and liposomal C comes up. Histaid, we use both of these at home. Or you can search glutathione. Quicksilver is another one that comes up. It's a really good one. A whole variety of different ones. And over time, I'll be able to make suggestions of my recommendations of favorites, and we'll also have feedback from people so we can highlight products. And if you're not sure which one to use, reach out to us because that's where we can be of help. So I wanted to share Thrive membership. And Thrive, as I mentioned earlier, is online marketplace. Unfortunately, like Amazon, they're having some shipping delays just by so many people shopping, which is cool. That means a lot of people are using their service. Thrive provides great packaged nutrition goods. They're even wine now, from healthcare to meats and seafoods. They break them up in particular food needs, meat and seafoods now, wine. They also have supplements, beauty care. Cool thing about Thrive is they have price guarantees. The other thing they do is they have additional discounts they'll provide on their products, and periodically they will have also rewards and savings on particular classes of products that you can get money back on, which is cool. They're trying to do a little bit what we're doing, is they're trying to remove that middleman, which has the huge retail markup, and or the marketing affiliate, which has a huge retail markup as well. So in our case, we're, as a club, it's the memberships that are going to drive our business, and our goal is to provide you the best value and education and support. So another, Thrive will be one of our key components, and Mind Valley is another one. Maybe it's not something you're doing, but there are 1 million members of Mind Valley, and you can learn from all these global experts, from meditation to, Ben on health and longevity, to Vishen, who's the founder, Jim Quick, Stephen Kotler, John and Missy Butler for their life book program, etc. So we're going to have actually special community courses as well as free access or yearly unlimited access to their program. It's awesome. They have Mind Valley University. He's doing a great thing. So this is an awesome portal, and forming a nice partnership with them to help us grow our membership, actually, because they realize if they can help us grow our membership, we can share with them. And they truly are committed to transforming the world and the education of the world in a much more broad way. And in today's time, that's even more powerful than ever. So I want to show you a lab test here. So one of the powers that we're going to have is using this portal of this optimal diagnostic lab test. So we're actually going to be able to take your lab and put this through this diagnostic, and it's going to tell us where your issues are. Is it hormonal, gallbladder, liver, immune function? And then we're going to have different reports, your history, what's out of optimal range, nutritional deficiencies, macronutrient status, suggested protocols, other testing that's recommended. Awesome, right? And then you can sort of pick out your supplements that you would need based on that, which are all found on the portals. So let's look at that versus a client of my which is another serum chemistry. It was a long-term client of my wife. And this is what she got from her doctor. This white cell count, which I showed you before from Wellness FX, $5, right? CBC, serum chemistry, which is a metabolic profile, $12. And that was it. She said, you're okay, like, because nothing was out of range. That means nothing, right? So, you know, two issues here. One is sort of the ability to look at that. He told her she was fine, her fasting glucose was high, but in and of itself, without some of the insulin markers and glycohemoglobin and glycomark, it doesn't tell us enough. So he left out a ton of markers there that were important. So not only did not test enough, but no one ever put this together in a comprehensive way, which we're able to do now. You know, the standard Western medicine ideas look for disease. So there's no outright disease here that I can use for medication, and that means you're good. So the absence of disease doesn't mean the presence of health. And so this woman is on multiple medications and has some particular issues. So let's moving on to platforms. Now, one of the things that I'm really excited about is the ability of epigenetics. And this PH360 is an epigenetic platform out of Australia. And they have a great, great 2-minute video. But in essence, by using an analysis of your personal needs and health traits and anthropometrics and a whole variety of data points, they can determine the types of foods you can eat, what times a day you can exercise, your stress patterns, and so forth. It's quite powerful. It's something that I need to dig deeper into and do some training on, but this could be a really key component into creating a sort of a overlying filter for people to make decisions, you know, carnivore or vegan, wake up late, wake up early, train in the morning, train at night, more protein, less protein, etc. So it's a place to start, and it's really excited about this opportunity. Now, overlaying that opportunity is to do actually genomic testing. They actually don't do genomic testing on the PH360 platform, but you can overlay their data with genomic testing to get a particular blueprint of your health. So I'm evaluating a few platforms. This is one of them, Aperon. So we'd be able to do your DNA. It's a once in a lifetime thing, and that will help you identify your particular nutrition and lifestyle needs to an even higher level. Now, I want to show you this. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to show you detoxification. And toxicity is a huge issue in today's world, and it affects our immunity, and it's affected our health and immunity for many, many years, from Romans with lead toxicity to even polio with regard to lead and arsenic and mercury toxicity. There's a whole backstory to that. And if anyone loves a fascinating medical detective historical story, read the book The Moth and the Iron Lung, which talks about how a researcher in Medford, Massachusetts brought in silkworms, which had a gypsy moth that got loose, and that led to pesticide spraying with lead arsenic and treating lead arsenic issues with mercury, and how that played a role in the pervasiveness and the epidemic of polio. Incredible read, super interesting. Now, I'm going to show you my wife's toxic profile. We did a toxic and a metal profile for her, and reason we did this toxic profile was her functional biochemical analysis said, hey, there's a strong risk of metal toxicity. So we did both a medical and chemical. Her white cell was low, so there was also a chemical risk. And one of these markers, which is MTBE, gasoline additives, we still don't know where she picked this up, but let's see, the 90th fifth percentile was 7,000. She was at 16,000. So off the charts high. She had 3 other markers. Styrene, ethylbenzane, also off the chart high. And perchlorates, which we think we determined to be from swimming pool, because chlorine and oxygen and ozone react, and she is a triathlete. So these were also off the chart. And lastly, there are a couple high. Maybe it's just those 3. Okay, so that was of concern. She has a history of some thyroid, and I just don't feel good about 3 markers that you're swimming in chemical exposure. So we put her. She also had some a couple metals that were high. One of them was thallium, and as it turns out, thallium, we learned, is sprayed, or you obtain thallium toxicity by spraying fracking water. And fracking water is used in California to water organic vegetables. So without anyone's knowledge, California, especially in its drought, was using fracking water. So there's this hidden source. So we just don't know, and that's the key point. And we've done a few of these tests over the past couple months now, and we're doing them more and more. There was an engineer out of Indiana who couldn't imagine where he was getting these 2 high levels of chemicals. He had come to see us because of some estrogen issues that were elevated. And a few weeks later, he came back to me and said, I figured it out. They do this chemical spraying in this factory I work in. It's periodic, but in investigating it further, those are the 2 things. And he would have had no idea, and he was going down this rabbit hole with these 2 medical conditions. Now, were they directly related? Hard to say, but indirectly, absolutely. And high levels such as these are just not good in your system and will break you down and age you. So we put my wife on a program that involved glutathione to help toxicity, and some binders to help remove the chemicals and metals from her system, as well as we purchased a sauna. And we redid this testing on her. This was 4 months later. And let's see, the one that was 31,000 was now down to 4,000. The one that was sitting at, I think 800 was now down to 230. So these are at least within range. I'd like to see them in green, but they're not crazy high. And then the last one, the perchlorates, were virtually normal into green. So huge difference for her. And the other sort of outlier to this that we learned by doing her epigenetics is she has a slow ability to detoxify. So it's possible that someone else may not have had these high levels, with regard to exposure. So if you look at people who have immune issues or potentially viral susceptibility, you throw these multiple factors together. If you don't know it, then you're just treating blindly. So it's a very powerful opportunity. And we're going to be using this platform called True Cellular Detox. Now, it's a very organized, convenient program. It's not difficult to do, and we'll provide coaching for that. Now, Ben Greenfield writes this wonderful article, and this gets back to what Mark Sasson did earlier, is detoxification a myth, and he goes on to say no, and all the chemicals we're exposed to, and it's a great article. And then it just goes into just so much detail, so much detail on outlinks and hyperlinks, and he talks about Dan Pompous, and he's promoting it because he's getting a kickback on that. But in this case, a lot of his information is always good and solid. It's just a ton of it, and there are a variety of different detoxification programs that exist out there. I decided to go with this True Cellular as a first line because it is sort of designed to not necessarily needing a sauna. And then you can see this is his outlink to this master class, which is no longer available. And this master class, or the treatment, most doctors or health practitioners who do this program, it's about $1,500 to do this. through the membership with the supplements and the coaching, it will probably cost you around 4 to 500, for 4 months of supplements, and that's all you're doing. So it becomes a relative no-brainer as opposed to something that's being marketed for profit. We're marketing these or educating these for you for health, and that's our goal. A couple other platforms to share that we'll bring on at some point is Heads Up Health, which is a really cool tech platform, and it provides a dashboard where you can start connecting apps for HRV, for sleep metrics, for blood sugar, for lab work, and everything that you're tracking, Fitbit, Oura Rings, will be on one dashboard that you can start to see and see patterns. Now, most people, it's probably more than they need, but for an additional tier, we might offer later, or for some higher level coaching, that's something we can start to see patterns where, similarly to having the functional analysis look at your blood chemistry. So looking at data individually can be misleading, but looking at as a whole is very powerful. They're actually starting to look at metrics from devices such as these for picking up viral loads or immunity deficiency. Heart rate goes up, breathing rate goes up, temperature goes up, heart rate variability goes down, and invariably that's the sign of an infection or some overtraining. And you can create an action much sooner instead of waiting until you're ill. So really, really cool platform. And one other exciting platform which I like, as I mentioned, heart rate variability. If people are familiar or not familiar, heart rate variability is a way of gauging the rhythm to rhythm beat of the heart. And the healthier we are, the less stressed our system is, the more irregular it comes. When we're actually very sympathetically driven or under stress, the heart actually becomes more regular. It's becoming ready for that fight or flight. And that's actually good for the short term, but harmful for the long term. That's a cool metric, and it requires some level of expertise to really interpret on a deeper level. And it's a powerful tool. I like this one even more for everyday functional assessment of your well-being and recovery, because what it's looking at, there's this little device, and it's going to measure speed, focus, and fatigue, accuracy, sequencing, timing, reaction time, and all these things that affect our brain are signs of imbalance. Now, this is much more powerful for me, or even an athlete, or someone that's like, what the heck, right? My reaction time's slow. I'm not making the same decisions as I was last week. And that's a much more relevant sign for a lot of people, like maybe I didn't sleep well, or maybe I'm getting sick, or maybe I've trained too much, or this nutritional program I'm following is not working. We started to use this with a longevity program with a select group of people. We started to see this particular peptide called GDF11 making improvements significantly in reaction time. So we know we were taking people in the right direction. So quite a cool device, and I'm very excited about bringing this in. And lastly, just to finish up, we're going to have opportunities. Like I said, this is the sauna Impulse. I believe it's an awesome sauna. The one we have, Impulse, it has a pad in there, and it has lights and music, and they're bringing in an app where you'll be able to set it, on your phone and turn it on and off. It's really become one of my more favorite, enjoyable things to do. And saunas are very helpful for health and longevity. Topic of another conversation at some point, we'll bring in someone to educate more about the power of that. This is a more expensive device, but they do make less expensive ones. We have nothing to gain for this other than save you money. And another device that I really like is Mark Pro. Mark Pro is sort of a stimulating device that uses a certain type of pulse wave that causes the muscles to contract and relax in a regular way that stimulates blood flow and nitric oxide, which improves recovery and conditioning. It's really easy to use. We've got you a good partner deal with that as well, and we'll be bringing in more and more as we go. Or if someone loves a device, or enough people love a device, we can reach out to a particular partner and see what we can do in that realm. So I hope that everyone found this information really useful, and I just wanted to finish it. The founding membership is an opportunity for you to save in so many different ways. And for us, having a close knit group of founding members will allow us feedback and guidance and interaction so we can build out the back of the platform and refine the membership so we can just make it better for you and also better for um, the larger group of members who we bring in a few months. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me directly, Rick at PureClean Performance, or you can even call me 805-724-6446, and I'm happy to speak to you and answer any questions. There is no other program like this, and I really hope you join us as a founding member. Thanks for attending, and look forward to having you join us.